When you hear the word aliens, what flashes in your mind? Perhaps humanoid beings with oversized heads, piercing black eyes, and slender frames. Or maybe the iconic image of advanced flying saucers zipping through the skies at speeds humanity can only dream of achieving. Lately, these otherworldly visitors and their mysterious crafts seem to be appearing more often, fueling speculation that aliens will soon make first contact. Already, there have been close to 20 reported sightings this year, leaving even the US military and government baffled by what or who these unidentified flying objects might be. But today, we're diving into something even more unsettling: 3 shocking encounters where UFOs and the US military crossed paths during the Vietnam War. Were these meetings a gesture of peace or a prelude to conflict? Number 1. UFOs seen during the Vietnam War. First, let's have a look at some encounters during the Vietnam War. It was a time of brutal conflict, and where there is bloodshed, eerie things tend to occur. One incident occurred on June 15, 1968. A patrol boat known as PCF-12 encountered a hostile UFO. At 12:30 a.m., PCF-12 received a frantic distress call from another patrol boat in the vicinity. PCF-19 claimed they were under attack by unidentified lights. They believed these were enemy helicopters. It was an odd report since their North Vietnamese enemies were not known to use combat helicopters at the time. As PCF-12 closed in on their position, they spotted 2 bright circular lights in the sky. These lights had a strange glow and were hovering over PCF-19 as they approached. One of the strange lights flashed. PCF-19 exploded in a cascade of water and flying debris. The 2 lights then rapidly fled toward the sea. PCF-12 then scouted the area and recovered 2 wounded men. The men claimed that those lights had been trailing them for miles along the river. When they tried firing on the lights, they were obliterated. Officials suspected a missile attack from shore at first, but later investigations revealed no enemy coastal batteries or missile platforms. The attacking lights were labeled as unknown objects. After this rescue, PCF-12 continued patrolling the river. Soon they were approached by the 2 lights again. The lights hovered on the port and starboard sides around 300 yards away and 100 feet above the water. Reporting to headquarters yielded no information. PCF-12 called headquarters to try and get an idea of what they were dealing with. They were told no aircraft were in the area at the time. They fired at the lights. It had no effect, and PCF-12 retreated at full speed as the lights pursued them. This chase lasted the whole night. Second engine man Jim Steffes claimed he got a good look at the craft. He described them as having a rounded front, like an observation helicopter, and what looked like 2 crewmen sitting side by side. Were the aliens taking sides and assisting the Vietnamese soldiers in their war against the US? How else can you explain such hostility from those UFOs? And how advanced were these alien crafts that the bullets from the soldiers' fully automatic rifles never even caused them a scratch? Did they have some kind of force field protecting them? The second time the US military encountered these UFOs also resulted in a heated confrontation. Number 2. UFOs seen in South China Sea. At roughly the same time, another strange incident occurred in the South China Sea. The HMAS Hobart was patrolling near Tiger Island. It reported sighting up to 30 unidentified slow-moving lights hovering in the night sky. At first, they thought the lights were Russian helicopters. A closer inspection revealed this was not the case. Jets were ordered to pursue and fire on the lights. In the ensuing chase, friendly fire caused a few casualties. In the chaos, the Hobart was also struck by an unknown missile moving at very high speeds. A complete search of the area was conducted the next morning. No wreckage from the mysterious craft could be found. These 2 incidents were seemingly linked by the mysterious lights. For months afterward, those lights were sighted on occasion, they mainly traveled along the demilitarized zone between North and South Vietnam. The lights skirted around the area, wandering back and forth over the line. They were often spotted on the radar, but no one could figure out what they were. They were also prone to just disappearing into thin air. Jets that scrambled to intercept the objects would arrive to find nothing there. The origin of the strange lights remains unknown to this day. Some theorize that they were a misreading of radar signals. Others believe that the North Vietnamese may have been secretly operating combat helicopters. The official explanation was that the lights were an atmospheric disturbance, but is that the truth? The U.S. government has been known to cover up extraterrestrial activity, and this was in a hostile country, where there would be even more incentive to do so. Perhaps we'll never know the real answer. In modern times, similar disappearing lights have also been seen in Texas, New York, and also the infamous Area 51. Are these just probes sent for routine reconnaissance missions? And if so, why are these aliens monitoring densely populated cities and military bases? Is this a sign of an imminent alien attack? Number 3. UFOs exploding in the sky. More recently, there were also reports of a UFO exploding in the Vietnamese skies. In 2008, an object exploded in mid-air over a southern Vietnamese island. According to the Vietnam News Agency, residents of Phu Quoc Island found shards of gray metal on their island. One of these shards was 1.5 meters (1.5 yards) long. The explosion happened about 8 kilometers above the ground. Some speculate it was a plane. Authorities could not identify whether it was a civil or military aircraft. They also received no reports of missing aircraft. Soldiers were sent out to recover the wreckage and any survivors, but no traces of the aircraft were ever found. Cambodia also reported a similar crash the day before. It occurred 10 kilometers away on the mainland in Kampot. Villages in Kampot said that they had heard a loud explosion. They also found small chunks of metal near the coastline. Kung Moni, deputy commander of Cambodia's Air Force, said he had been told of a foreign plane crashing in Kampot province. He later backed off from these claims. Sounds suspicious, doesn't it? Two unknown aircraft crashing near each other one day apart. Maybe there's more to this story than meets the eye. Does that mean that there are two rival alien factions in Cambodia who are at war with each other? Also, does this mean there is a secret underwater alien base in the South China Sea? Have aliens been hiding there all along and are just waiting for the right moment to make contact with mankind? Only time will tell. Share your thoughts in the comments section below. And be sure to subscribe to Edge of the Universe for the latest revelations in space exploration. Hit the bell icon to stay updated, and let's continue to explore together.